Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 12 of season 3 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I know we skipped out on last week. For anybody that's not exactly sure why that was, please check out the post tab over on the channel. It used to be community tab, and that's what I still was calling it, but apparently that no longer exists, so it's called posts now. Go check it out. I really don't want to re-explain everything. We just had a situation come up last weekend, and I wasn't able to record ahead of time any of these videos, so we just ended up having to take a pass last week. So we should be back on course, but we'll see how it goes. With that all said, let's go ahead and hop in. If you want to see the full reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel and get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for reaction to the entire episode. Over there, get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote what movies we react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage to try to make it worth your while should you are going to your way support channel. But guys, at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And with that all said out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 12, The Inside Man. Here we go. Lovely.
I made some moves this week to ensure we have all the Inhumans we need when the time comes. I just acquired one you might find useful.
Our Medusa guy or someone else? Oh, yep, there he is.
See if you can get through to him.
I want to see his eyes.
Oh yeah, what does it look like after everything? Oh, they're just fused to his face now. Doesn't work on him. Oh, or whoa, hold on. What the heck? What the fuck?
What are you? What are we?
Whoa! Whoa! What the fuck was that?
Just couldn't say no to the president.
Yes, you could have. You just didn't want to. You're always choosing career over family, Glenn.
It's not true.
And now we're finally paying the price.
I really do think he's inhabiting them, or I don't know. Like he's putting his body into these acolytes at this point.
But the ATCU is what you now run. And since you refused to talk to me or return my calls, I didn't really have a choice.
I've been busy.
You know I'm technically your boss now, right?
You are not now, nor will you ever be my boss.
Well,
If I find out you had anything to do with it,
It was the president's idea. We need to be prepared.
somehow I have a feeling your idea of being prepared and my idea of being prepared are two wildly different things.
very likely. Who's that? Who's this? Who's tailing them?
Watch where you're aiming that. You're not seriously going to take that with you, are you?
Better to be over-prepared than caught with your guns down.
It's a diplomatic conference. Well, that's why we've got Daisy and Lincoln with us.
Oh, yeah. Good old shake and bake. What's in the case?
It's the director's new toy, something we've been working on.
Does it kill, stun, or disintegrate?
It makes gloves.
It makes gloves.
They're calling it a symposium on the alien contagion. I wonder everyone is afraid of us when they use words like that. And you know, we're only part alien, and it's not a disease, it's an awakening. It's given a gift, and I use it to stop bad people from doing bad things.
Unfortunately, some of those bad people were also Inhumans.
Yeah, well, you know who else does bad things? Are humans. But you don't see any symposiums on the human contagion.
Stay focused. Field work isn't always about rushing in and using your powers. Look for anything out of the ordinary.
This symposium is going to be a colossal waste of time.
We need to know if any of these countries are harboring Inhumans.
So it's a sneaky little spy mission.
Me, I've got one. No joke.
Coulson, 12 o'clock. Get out of there, now!
Creel.
Oh.
Lincoln, forget what I said. Rush in and use your powers.
I'm on it.
Oh, the rubber. Smart. He's rubber now, bud. I feel like this has to be a fake out. Has he like turncoated?
Hey, Missile and Man. Let's finish this.
Oh. Smart.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
It's
Creel, he was trying to assassinate you.
Assassinate me? He's here to protect me.
Well, fuck. Whoops. I was ish close.
So impressive now, not with all the Inhumans around.
Oh, he can even mimic this shit.
I'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. Do you know how you got your powers?
An experiment.
Something went wrong.
As they typically do.
You're the only human who survived contact with a Terrigen obelisk. Only Inhumans can touch them and survive. Do you know how that was possible?
Beats me.
He killed my friends. He was brainwashed by Hydra. He didn't know what he was.
I mean, that is true. They did have that, like, sleeper agent bullshit implanted in his brain.
But taking him with us on a covert mission doesn't seem like the place to test it.
It's a crazy world out there, full of powered people. I finally have one of my own. I don't leave home without him.
What are you saying? You better be right.
I trust him with my life.
If he steps out of line in any way, Lincoln and I will take him down so hard he'll never get up.
Excuse me.
I'm not kidding, I will hurt him.
May I have a word?
Look who is all nice and compliant now.
Your body isn't improving. Maybe a new host, one not so damaged.
I know you're not offering yourself. The host must be dead.
The host must be dead.
I cannot inhabit Inhumans. We cannot feed on our own kind. Grant Ward will serve my needs until we're ready.
Can assure you there won't be any more setbacks.
Good. We like to hear that.
We like to hear that.
Briefing's about to start.
Tempted to throw him off the plane right now. We made a deal with the devil once before, and we all know how that worked out.
Mission's more important.
Certainly didn't apply when your husband's life was on the line.
Oof.
You're here for Bobbi, nothing more. She's the only reason why you call yourself an agent.
You saying you'd rather have that guy covering you than me?
Honestly, not so sure.
Well, there's no way to treat a friend who's just trying to watch your back.
We're not friends.
After what happened, not surprised, to be honest.
Collect intel on any foreign Inhumans and uncover the insider so that we can track them back to Mack.
I don't care what they call it. It's a dress.
You're the president's official representative. It's a customary way to honor them for hosting this symposium, and you look very dignified.
It's all loosey-goosey under there.
Thank you, President, for organizing this.
This is Dr. Lundwall.
I very much look forward to your presentation. We have so much to learn about these creatures.
Creatures.
That's our guy.
Because he called them creatures? Could be a mistranslation.
Because he's Russian. He's probably in cahoots with that sushi-yaki.
Talbot and I will find out what we can at the reception. The rest is up to you once the symposium starts. I've acquired a list of the delegates' rooms. Those rooms are only accessible with a full palm print.
Which is why he used his special hand.
Dr. Sean Lundwall. It's a beautiful place.
Yep.
Thank you for hosting.
Nice. Good way to strategically disable the one typically people would be shaking so that they have to shape his prosthetic. Ew. Ew. I don't know. I didn't like that.
I must say, I'm quite honored that you're wearing a traditional long gown.
Well, the honor's all mine. I don't put on a dress for just anyone.
Excuse us.
She's too nice. Never trust nice.
Talbot, relax. Espionage is not
everyone.
Is not your cup of tea, buddy. I like that he called him out on it. It was like, hey, good job. You narrowed down to literally everybody here. Oh my God.
Despite what he just said, I'm gonna need you both to leave my side.
What do you need?
Humans. 5 of them. Alive.
This is terrifying, dude. He can hear it without even needing to be there because he is there inside of them.
This is what you want to do. We could be lounging or binge watching some show.
I like it when you miss me.
Jeez.
Okay? It's you and me.
I'm not gonna lie, dude, this would get me going so fast. Like, my God.
Is that how you've been spending your free time?
What free time?
Whoa, that was nice. The way she kept herself up during that throw.
I think you're starting to like spending time in the field. A rush of adrenaline.
Yeah, dude, like, what a, yeah. And mount.
Not so sure the field is my thing.
What's your thing?
That down there.
Maybe it's you.
I'm so sorry.
Awkward.
There's something going on with Creel's DNA sample. I could really use a doctor who understands inhuman biology.
Hold on, give me a minute.
I trust you've all had a chance to recover, freshen up from that reception. I gotta say, it's nice to finally put a series of faces to all your unpronounceable names.
What the fuck?
Well, on behalf of President Ellis, I'd like to thank you all for gathering here. As I'm sure you're all aware, there have been rumors, reports, and sightings of a new breed of alien.
We should think of them as an opportunity for compassion.
I agree. These Inhumans are not our enemies. My country is prepared to establish a home for them.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like I want to stockpile them as, you know, at all. Not at all.
Their powers are the issue, and let's face it, each of our nations would rather have that power on our side. This is an arms race,
now
and
they are...
sending any Inhumans we may find off to Russia is like sending them our nuclear weapons.
They are not weapons.
Weapons or not.
Shit.
The Australian sounds paranoid.
I'm in her room now. Wherever she's hiding, I'll find it. Bloody hell, I knew it. Creel's leaving his post.
Stay on target. Focus. His paranoia, I think, is going to get the better of him. I don't know.
When we add the Terrigen, the reaction is what we'd expect.
Pterogenesis.
Here we have the same blood, but watch what happens when we add a sample of Creel's blood to the mix. It not only stops the Terrigenesis process, it breaks it down.
Creel's blood is protecting hers.
It can't reverse the effects once someone's transformed, but...
This could virtually put an end to...
To us? I'm sorry, but isn't that what you were gonna say?
We do not believe the Inhumans are a plague.
We've got an encrypted text going out. Looks like it's from Ellen King. Hunter, you in her room.
Hunter's off mission. He's chasing Creel. Can you...
God damn it, Hunter.
May, I've got something. She's got an Inhuman locked up and sedated for military experiments.
Any word from Hunter?
Radio silence.
So she's just operating as a third party, like stockpiling her own. Oh.
Well, they may have been set up. We need to get Coulson and Talbot out of there now.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to postpone this vote. It has come to my attention that we have a traitor. Arrest this man.
What?
What is the meaning of this, General?
He's been spying on us.
How about stop this?
This man has violated our lives, he's violated our rooms, and he's violated our trust.
What the hell?
This man is not Dr. Sean Lundwall. His real name is...
This is Phil Coulson, the director of Hydra.
You're the inside man.
Kumbaya.
What the hell? Fucking Talbot?
What's going
Wow.
on?
I've got Talbot's son.
Oh, okay. That's why. I was gonna say, I was like, I just defended him for so long over all that too. It's like, we might not see eye to eye, but like, you can trust him. But they are twisting his arm.
Buon appetito.
Good boy.
Vaccine might not be a bad thing.
Do you even hear what you're saying? You sound like one of those hate groups that's been trolling the internet, the watchdogs or whatever they're calling themselves. Kill the aliens and take back the planet.
That's not what this is about. It's about giving people a choice.
It's a birthright. It is not a choice. And maybe things are getting out of whack because it's our time.
Do you think it was Lash's time?
Ooh.
We do not have a disease, Lincoln.
Technically, it is a disease. I studied this.
Oh, boy, someone went to med school, so everyone shut up and listen.
Yeah, I wasn't hacking my way through life.
Oof.
Man who claims to feel compassionately about these Inhumans.
What the hell?
Phil Coulson is no friend to the Inhumans. In fact, he'd like to exterminate them.
Oh my God.
I think we've had enough of Mr. Coulson. Let's lock him up until the officials arrive.
What did he do? Who does he have? Talbot!
This fucking sucks, man.
These are the healthiest we could find. One will be your host.
I have a better use for them. Ellos son inocentes. Yes, they are innocent.
Oh, he can... Oh, he's gonna feed, isn't he?
I delivered Coulson. All the delegates are on your side. Now give me back my son.
I can't do that.
We had a deal.
He is altering the deal.
Kill them.
Do me a favor and shoot him first.
You didn't know he was gonna double-cross you? He is Hydra, just saying.
I knew he's... Do you think I don't know? You think I'm stupid?
And what are you doing in here? It doesn't seem like a very smart plan.
I have an inside man.
Oh. Then why did he attack Hunter? Just to not disturb the situation or rock the boat too much?
Trust him with my life. Where's my son?
He's still with Hydra. Hunter found him, but he almost blew my cover.
Oh, yeah, okay. There it is.
Come on, open this thing up. Bust these cuffs off us.
Go, get out of here! Give me a hand.
Got it!
What did you tell me, Malachi George?
He took him as soon as I was appointed to the ATCU. Told me he'd kill him with a push of a button if I told anybody. He's the kind of guy who would do exactly that.
And Carla?
She knows she blames me.
Oh, that's why she was upset. Nice.
We're in the conference room. Outside of Coulson Tower.
Ooh.
I need you to find Malik. The rest of us will try to find Talbot's son.
Nice.
You have this natural Zen thing with your powers. Maybe you got it from your mom or hanging around May.
You're like the Zen master when we were at Afterlife.
It was easy there. No stress, no fear. Here, not so much.
That's why he's fritzing out so much.
For you, controlling your powers is like finding peace. For me, it's a war inside my head. I just don't want to lose control.
Sometimes it's good to lose control.
You know, he could give like little electroshockies to like stimulate. You know, they make whole little gadgets for those. You know, that's just him.
He's gonna be okay. He just needs some rest. He won't remember any of it. Carla will be very happy to know you made it right.
Well, we at least got him back fully on our side, but the damage is already done to
That's what partners are for, General.
their whole endeavor with the Inhumans.
Occasionally.
I informed our agents down under about Alan King's Inhuman. They managed to get him out. I can't shake this feeling that he's reporting to someone else.
Someone more powerful than Malik.
Ooh. He's looking a little better now.
We shall have our sanctuary state.
To a place where all Inhumans can live peacefully and not have to worry about the likes of Coulson.
Cheers to that.
Nice.
Sorry, can't talk right now, boss. We're in the belly of the beast. We'll call you when we land, wherever that may be.
Let's go. I genuinely think Malik is underestimating his alliance with this entity, this Inhuman. Because they're obviously, he's skeptical at this point. I don't know, like he's devoted himself to doing all of this, but now that he's face to face with it, you can see that there's like an uncertainty. And it was questioned by this thing last episode as well. So like, I'm wondering what's going on. Because obviously he was trying to like, I don't know, I don't want to say scheme against, but he was like putting up his guard. He was kind of trying to like put up some kind of wall in some way, shape, or form between him and what's going on in there. You know, offering up another host. He's trying to do all these things as well. And he's like, no. I got this. Grant will suffice. And as we've learned, that when he imparts himself, when he like dissipates his body into this sand-like state, if they're inhuman, becomes one with them. So it is kind of what I was saying. He is creating like this hive-like host. And then he let that one little slip up where he said like we, as if he was speaking as a group. And he can hear what any one of them hears. He can understand the one that doesn't even speak English just because he is one with him now. And even when not in a room, as long as somebody, and that person, that Malik, I don't think he was even aware has been taken over. He thought that was in confidence, but it was not, because he overheard it. He heard what was going on in the hallway outside his little dormitory. And yeah, so like, and then they had them go out and get 5 healthy humans, because we learned he can't feed on inhumans. They gathered these healthy humans so that he could feed, and absorbed their essences and used that to restore Ward's body. At least recover it, heal it, add some volume and definition to it. So he's kind of operating on his own outside of what Malik is actually doing for him. Just as because they're both like, I think, hesitant to fully trust one another regardless, which is honestly smart at the end of the day, but whatever. It's fun to watch. But I'm wondering what he's cooking up. Like, we're building an army. I mean, hell, Malik's still going through with collecting these Inhumans. And I wonder, like, at one point, too, like, if he does feel like he needs to, like, settle things against this, if he stockpiles them all in one place, that's either access for him or for the one he's serving, should he choose to continue to do that faithfully. But yeah, this whole little scheme with Talbot, man, that threw me for a loop for a hot minute. Whenever, you know, he flipped on Coulson in that meeting like that, I was like, no fucking way would he be Hydra. For a minute, they had me there. Thankfully, it was just something as simple as they kidnapped his son and was twisting his arm to do this, blackmailing him with his son's life. But it just sucks that this all ended up playing out exactly how Malik needed it to. Bringing Creel back around and having him as an ally in this episode was really interesting, especially the drama that created with Hunter during all of this, you know, given he lost his entire team to this guy. But in his defense, you know, he was under Bakshi's influence. You know, we know that he had this way of rewriting one's brain completely to make them compliant. And a lot of that was done under that, you know, that control. So it is interesting to see him here as this like loyal guard and ally to Talbot and help them get through this situation. And I like that they even flirted with our own like kind of unease at him being on here with the whole like him knocking out Hunter when the kid was found. He's like, I had to protect my cover, so I did have to hurt him a little bit. Then he ended up saving them in the end. You know, I thought that was all really, really well done. The action scenes, all the espionage, all this was really well handled. Hunter's suspicions and his kind of rogueness, you know, even though it didn't completely ruin the plan, it's within his character to be suspicious and to kind of be this wild card. I like the way that played in the story, obviously, because he's also emotional over, obviously, having to work with Creel and being suspicious in his own right. Almost cost them the mission for a minute because they were just trying to figure all this stuff out all at the same time. Who is the mole? And then the reveal that it is Talbot only because of his son's kidnapping. All that was really so much fun to watch, you know. On top of all of that, you obviously have the tension between Hunter and May because of everything that happened with Andrew. And then everybody's just trying to like find this middle ground in this piece. The whole infiltration to the party with Coulson and the glove, super creative. Love the way that all handled, and Talbot's inability to actually work alongside them because like his like train of thought had him being suspicious of literally everybody at this place. So that was fun. And then you have, you know, Daisy and Lincoln working with the crew back at the base on the Inhuman gene and why Creel's resistant to it. You know, he's the only human known to be able to touch the thing and survive it. And I think that's because he could control his makeup. You know, that's his ability is controlling his, you know, the materials, the elements that his body is made of. I mean, it makes sense to me why he would be resistant to that as well. And they found that if they add his blood to anybody that has the Inhuman marker, it can stop pterogenesis. It can't turn anybody back that's already gone through it, but it can prevent the actual cocooning aspect of it. So there's a potential to create a vaccine to prevent anybody that could turn from turning. So it gives them this choice, you know, and there's this conversation about it because it is who they are. It is part of them. It's not a disease, even though Lincoln kind of made an argument that it kind of, in a way, by definition, could be seen as one. But like they said, they're humans, but with a little bit extra, and that we can prevent that little bit extra from manifesting because, you know, it could do a lot of damage. You know, with Raina, you know, there's a lot of physical transformation. She, you know, I mean, she couldn't, if she was in a more accepting place, obviously she could go out and be fine, but like she would cause kind of panic, you know, and then you have someone like Lash who has this compulsion to kill Inhumans. You know, we have this conversation about people getting their hands on weapons and misusing them and whatever. You know, that same concern is now, what if that person becomes a weapon and the wrong person gets these powers, and these powers are the danger? It's a very, very powerful ethical and moral dilemma that they find themselves in with that, because this is kind of different than someone going out and buying a weapon and then misusing it. This is something that is innately part of them. They are this thing. It's like, well, okay, how much of this am I just suppressing who I am? How much of this is basically some semblance of xenophobia? But then again, you know, the human race at this point, you know, by nature, if you strip us of all of our tools, weapons, and all these things, we are just the same meat sticks walking around in our bones and flesh and muscle and all this kind of stuff. Nobody's hands are a laser cannon. What if somebody just doesn't want that to be in there? They should be able to choose that for themselves, you know? And Lincoln made a good point. He's like, would you think Andrew would have wanted choice in this matter? Or do you think we should have just let him become Lash because that's what he needed to be? Like, this is all contingent on what, like, their species needs. It decided there's too many of us, so it created Lash to help snuff them out. So that's a whole other thing right there. I don't know. And then you have this creature that has taken over Ward, and we actually got to see the slug come over and take him over as his body was, you know, exiting this life and all this. And as we learned too, he can only take over dead bodies. So that's confirmed. So he can't infect a living host at all, because that clears up some things also in my head. It's a really fucky situation we're in, and yeah, there's no clear-cut answer to it at the end of the day. And I think at the end of the day, it should be a choice. I don't know, man, because then it's just like, well, what if this person knowingly has a bad track record, and you know, there's a potential for them to turn, but thankfully they caught them before they haven't yet, like a criminal or a serial killer or something like that. At that point, should we allow the choice to happen, or should we make that choice for them to protect more people? Let's say like Cletus Cassidy, if we had the option to prevent him from becoming an Inhuman, would we give him the choice, or would we make it for him? There's just so many ethical and moral dilemmas when bringing up this question, this conversation, but I like that they're having the conversation. But yeah, man, that's all I got for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it off to you guys. What do you think? How do you feel? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, York, Scott, Melita, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, and Sam Moyer. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.